ready to take the stage, ready to move from vision to action. You have created your mid-century modern life plan. You have envisioned a third act that is purely individual and are starting the process of lining yourself up vibrationally with what it is that you're looking to create. But now comes the important step, where you take action. The time for action can also be for some the time where everything kind of falls apart. That might come from vulnerability, that might come from overwhelm, that might stem from fear. All of that is totally normal. A lot of the work that I do with clients is in helping them take steps. And what I find often happens is the overwhelm is literally based off of the fact that they're focusing too much on being there and not enough on the steps that they need to take. So the work is to have your goal and to keep your goal out there in your mind's eye, but to be more interested in the steps that you're taking towards that goal. Once we create the steps, then we're able to just start the momentum forward, and you find that you get closer and closer to your goal without having all that overwhelm and anxiety. I believe passionately that you can be and do and have all that you desire in your third act. But you can't just think about it. You have to do the work. Yes, in your mind, absolutely, but also in taking action. That's what taking the stage is all about. It's about setting you on an actual plan to help you develop and prioritize the strategies and actions to take over a 6-month period of time to get you started on putting your mid-century modern life plan into play. Here's how you'll do it. In the workbook, I offer the AIM SMART Transition Plan. This leads you through the process of outlining the initial steps you need to take to achieve your goals. It is a very defined, detailed approach. I'll be honest with you. I use this approach when I'm starting a very big project. I find it's a really great way to lay out some big steps. But once I get into the process of moving towards that goal, I tend to take a more organic approach, meaning I make lists. I'm very good at making lists. And once I get myself through that list, I think about what my next steps need to be, keeping in mind my goal. And then I make another set of lists and so on and so forth. But I highly encourage you to take this approach and just see if it works for you. If not, it might spark a more organic approach for you. The next part of the workbook will help you create an accountability strategy. I would say that accountability is easily one of the main reasons why people work with a coach. It's partnering with someone who will help you take ownership. Defining your accountability strategy will go a long way toward helping you take ownership and fully create the life you have planned out in your blueprint. In the final Digging Deeper segments of the program, we'll stay with the theme of action. We'll explore 2 views of opportunity, what I call the next logical step, and allowing, the final piece of the creative process. By the time you finish the workbook for taking the stage, you will have a clear map of steps to take to get you moving fully into your mid-century modern life plan. And I hope feel incredibly empowered about your third act.